Dear viewers, welcome to Ekusher Television's investigative show, Ekusher. You know that Ekusher brings up various crimes and anomalies. Different issues also come up in this event. Viewers, today we will take you on the streets of Dhaka, where mysterious incidents or accidents are constantly taking place. In this multifaceted incident, this time the subject is the dead story of a teenager. Although there are signs, there is a lack of security from the law enforcement agencies. Hottar has highlighted the story revolving in the cycle of faith and disbelief. As always, I am Rakib with you. Viewers, the incident was 7 months ago, but it has left a family unsettled by the wave of disbelief. Relatives are not at peace either. God, where is my father? What is killing my son? Shows an accident with a broken car on the road. The car has never had an accident. I cannot survive. I want to kill myself, that I die myself. I lay next to Rakib. Hottar, Ekusher's special representative, has roamed the streets and alleys of Dhaka for the last few days to find the cause of the crying. Mustafizur Rahman took the picture from there. Dil Muhammad Khan. Father Abdul Latif Khan. The house is in Tulasar village of Palong police station of Shariatpur district. Helplessly living at the end of Kankar Gali in Siddeshwari of the capital. He was a businessman for a long time. Now roaming the streets of Dhaka. Dil Muhammad Khan believes his son Rakib is the victim of a premeditated murder. He ran from office to office demanding justice. But is it really a murder or a road accident? As many colorful questions have been created around these, the relatives are also seeing confusion in the activities of the law and order forces. The incident behind the incident is going to be pressed day by day. The case documents say that the accident took place in front of BG Press near Satrasta Junction, Tejgaon on July 6, 2019. Rakib died, but his classmate Sudhi was treated at a local hospital. All of a sudden he did not notice what happened behind the covered van and had an accident. Sudhi was driving but was not hurt. But there is no trace of who was in the back seat of the accident car and what was in that car. I am saying already with 2 senior officers. But even after telling it, no action was taken. Saying that first we identify the accused in the case of murder, we identify the murder and then we will look into your case. The mother of the deceased Rakib claimed that a rising drug dealer had been threatening to kill him for some time. Ifran Khan Rakib went to the police station to report this, but before that Ifran Khan Rakib left the country without returning. Bipolar hit the car on the road, and after that the accident is shown. The car has never had an accident. Joy has threatened. Joy, Ruffin, Sabab, Sudhi, there are many other boys, all of them are beating him. The first case was filed in Tejgaon Shilpankal police station. After 1 day, transfer to Hottar jail. But Rakib's parents did not find any sincerity anywhere. On one hand, the pain of losing a child, on the other hand, the non-cooperation of the police. Both together, the chaos is like a rock sitting on the chest. Everyone sees and says that he writes this mark on his head is torn, he writes this, he writes everything. He writes it again on another paper and gives it later. Rakib's sister is a resident of London. He used to talk about his good and bad with him. So Rakib himself was able to realize the suspicion that Rakib's father is doing? What he said to his sister even before his death. If my news reaches my mother, Honorable Prime Minister, then I think if my Honorable Prime Minister doesn't give an instruction, I don't see that way because I think I will get any justice from the police administration. Darkness. Day and night, how many cars drive on the streets of Dhaka? But as the main event is lost in the commotion of so many people, it is also continued as an accident many times. The victim's family claimed that the killing of Kishore Rakib was treated as an accident. In the background is the black hand of the drug lord Badshah. Is the incident really a road accident or arranged murder? Akhil Poddar went in search of him. Sagar Khan, the husband of Rakib's only sister, is the owner of the suspected car involved in the accident. He also rented the car before going to London. Father-in-law Dil Muhammad Khan looked after the accounts and the car. And sometimes Ifran Khan Rakib used to take a car from his father Dil Muhammad and go on a long drive with his classmates. After searching for the classmates whose names came up in this incident, it was found that some of them were teenagers who had become businessmen from Yabakor. Sometimes Purbakal used to run haphazardly through Tinshow feet to Dumniya Chapra. He is the son of a high-ranking government official. On that occasion, the classmates used to sit in the father's government bus. Sometimes that car flew beyond Cox's Bazar to Ukia border. One of my elder brothers named Joy threatened to kill me. Asked why. Said he was involved in drug trade including Yaba trade. Asked me to get involved in the drug trade. If I don't get involved, they will kill me and bury me in the sand. Kaya Felamu absolutely. Rakib Tue's younger brother? Seeing the condition of the private car Elian due to the accident, ordinary drivers say that the level of damage that has been caused, other passengers should also be harmed. However, in this case it almost never happened. In the event of an accident, Bernard is the first to be hit by a car. But nothing happened to Bernardo. Whoever is driving will lose their looks, and as it happens in the back, those on the left and those behind will certainly be injured. If that person died, then the same situation and the same thing happened to the people behind. And the most talked about thing to me is that when the car is in an accident, the driver will brake automatically for some reason. And brake so hard that the wheel is supposed to go forward. There should be his mark on the wall. There is supposed to be a black spot on the road. But there is no such sign. As you can see, this part is completely missing from this car. So the question is how the car tires remain intact like this. So with all kinds of inconsistencies, but we think it's actually murder, or really an accident. Maybe the police will arrive at a desirable location. As their partner, we also want to work on these inconsistencies and let you know the real facts. The audience is going on break. I'll be back in a little while. I will come back and tell you how the investigation of the incident is going around in a certain circle. CCTV footage has been aired. The destination of the case is the PBI through the police station. After the audience break, I return to the eyes of Ekusher. I promised before the break, I will come back and tell you some more inconsistencies with various types of data and information. So now Shahid Tajuddin wants to take you in front of BG Press in Sarani, where the accident car was found. After his death, the dead body of this year's SSC candidate Ifran Khan Rakib was recovered from there. The junction of Mobazar flyover is not far from Shahid Tajuddin Sarani's BG Press. As there is no U-turn on the whole road, some of the drivers pull the car with ease. But it is not more than 60 or 70 kilometers speed. This is usually the speed to climb up the slope. But looking at the condition of the damaged car, it seems that the speed was over 120 kilometers per hour. Or there is another story. Rakib was taken to Shurwadi Hospital after being rescued from here. Either it could be an accident or something else intentional, we can't say. It might be possible to tell that with further investigation by police and PBI. The car was recovered at this place between BG Press and City Filling Station in Shahid Tajuddin Sarawani. And the car had been lying for about 17 hours. Rakib's classmate Sudhi's name sometimes appears as the driver of that night's incident, sometimes Rafin's or Rafid's name. The two people in the back seat of the car escaped, but Sudhi was admitted to the hospital. The oil pump was next to where the accident car was found. Nearby car showrooms also have multiple cameras. They gave us a new hard disk and they took our hard disk. He was taken and accompanied by lawmen. I left the police station, got the footage, submitted it to the police station and explained it to them. Repeatedly doing this will cause me problems. This is hitting the back of the head. The blood was not here when hit, the blood was all over the back of the head. Basic information about the incident was not found. Even the neighboring Tejgaon Shilpankal police station does not have any specific information. Forced, the team sets off to search for Ekusher, the approximate site of the accident just opposite modern Herbal on the Mobazar flyover. After Rakib was killed, his parents and relatives came to these areas after a while and could not find any glass fragments of the car or any sign of rubbing on this wall. What has made the mystery even more intense is that the police have not been able to recover the events of that night, especially CCTV footage. The audience is taking a break again. We'll be back shortly. I will tell you why the charge sheet of this case is being delayed. Is there any pressure, or is there really a deep search going on? The audience, like Rupam, wandered for a job in Subodh Sarkar's poem From Street to Street in Calcutta City, From Uncle to Uncle, and From Uncle to Jatha, recommended the air for Rupam's job. Likewise, the investigation and trial of this incident demanded. Dil Muhammad Khan's heart cried because of the pain of losing his child. Every day and night for the last 7 months, Dil Muhammad Khan has been visiting the doors of small and medium police officers. However, the edge of this case did not meet. Like others, the Dil Muhammad couple want a true inquiry into the incident. If the heaviest thing in the world is the body of the son on the shoulder of the father, then Dil Muhammad Khan and Shuli Begum Khan are still carrying that burden. It is not possible to trace the son, but he is moving from office to office of the law enforcement agency to know the latest incident. IG, DIG, DMP, DC, ADC, AC or police station did not leave any. He's walking around. The line goes to the right, goes to the left, goes to the end of the investigation. If they don't like it before the investigation starts, then. Finally the case went to PBI. Even if it is an accidental death, we can turn it in any direction. In this regard, we are continuing our intensive investigation with utmost caution. I am giving a car to a June Nile who has not reached maturity. It cannot be that the law and order forces will perform the responsibility alone. Here the parallel duty or responsibility remains vested in parallel with the guardian. Ifran Khan Rakib died while living in a large house in a narrow lane on Siddeshwara Kandkar Road. After that the news was also broadcasted in newspapers and TV media. Since then a name worthy of praise is Mashir Rahman Khan alias Joy. If you want to know about winning, go to all the officers of Ramana police station, police officers, ask them. Joy was brought out by her father with Muslika. Of course, Yaba is a businessman. Rocky's only sister Rocky knows this victory even though she is in London for work. I wanted to know from her what could be the reason behind the incident. Jai means in different ways he tells him that if you don't do this business with me then I will beat you. In this way, he is scared in various ways. Ta lastly tells him on 5th, if you don't go with me on this business tomorrow, then I will kill you. Your neck will be above the ground and your whole body will be under the ground. I will bury you like that. The name of Raffin, the son of the recently departed Director General of the National Museum, has come up in this incident. So I asked Raffin's father about the incident. I used to work in government, that's why I am saying that it is not right to say anything about the matter under investigation. Police are investigating, let them investigate. The son is not yet 18. That's a pressure on him at this age. You can't imagine the deadly pressure reading. Now that a friend he knew had died. That's a pressure. Even if he doesn't do anything, if the police come and press you, you say. Incidentally, the names of the alleged girlfriends have also come up. Because of not calling Jay as elder brother, what else was he going to say? 2 or 3 days. If you don't tell me, I will kill you. Sometime before Rakib's death, another young man from the neighborhood gave a status on Facebook. I posted at 1:23 p.m. after the confirmation informed me. But they are doing a show here now at 8:23 on their ID. Later I found out that his daughter lives in London. The status gives at 8:23 that Rakib has gone to the land of no return. It was given by Jamil Haider and I got it after coming to Bangladesh. I did not receive this message from London. But the CC footage of the flyover was not enough to document so many conversations. Suspicion has increased due to multiple police station changes in the case. The police action is not consistent with the post-mortem report. Even though there are several hospitals in Mobazar, friends somehow dragged the car to Tejgaon that night. 7 months passed like this. I can't survive. Deceased Irfan Khan Rakib's father Dil Muhammad Khan and mother Shali Begum are passing time and life in uncertainty. 4 signatures are taken on the white paper. We will identify the parents, my dear. Ekusher's search to unmask the swindle and drug trade of the audience, the accused Joy or associates will continue indefinitely. On some other occasion, these gangs may break pots in the public market. We want the country to move forward with the spirit of Ekush and the conviction of the liberation war, and leave forever from the holy land of that country. Drugs and drug kingpin Badshah Bakat's gang. Viewers will see any new issues of investigative crime or irregularities that you have in any upcoming episode. Viewers, we would like to know about this from the head of Jurists Chamber Barrister A.M. Mansoor. Circumstances, evidences and allegations of Rakib's father with all reasons. First of all, if we see that a friend of Rakib's named Joy had called him the previous day, saying that he would kill him, and later when deceased's father was giving a statement to the investigating officer it was murder. But the investigating officer allowed it to be declared as accidental death. Its usage is suspicious and Rakib's 2 mobiles are missing Facebook, YouTube and IMO and Messenger, all the statuses that call records.
And Messenger, all the datas, je call record, eguli.
And Adar than common friend Shervoni, she called shortly after the incident, then spoke to Sadie. Different from Sadi's regular way of speaking.
Phone diyechilo, tokhon Sadiর সাথে কথা হয়েছে, Sadiর যে regular way of
He was stuttering.
কথা বলা.
If we deeply study our 164 that Sadr and Ruffin, then some contradiction can be seen here.
রাফিনের এটা যদি ডিপলি স্ক্রুটিনি করি তাহলে কিছুটা কন্ট্রাডিকশন এখানে দেখা যায়।
But overall, since it is the PBI doing the investigation, if they act and report it as murder, it will be a charge sheet.
এটা হত্যাকাণ্ড হিসেবে পায় তাহলে রিপোর্ট দিলে সেটা চার্জশিট হবে।
And according to the Co-2 judgment, the judgment process will continue and the next course and action will be like this.